I am often asked what is my favorite ride at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and I never really give a solid answer. Today, we're going to do a little something and figure it out. I have devised a tournament, a Sweet 16 bracket to answer this question. I have created a list of 16 rides or attractions that will compete for the honor of Rick's favorite ride. We have two sides of the bracket, a left side of the bracket, a right side of the bracket. On the left side of the bracket, we will start with Poseidon's Fury versus Fast and Furious. We'll have Hulk versus Doom, MIB versus Kong, and the Velocicoaster versus the Jurassic Park River Adventure. On the right side of the bracket, Spidey versus Transformers, Hagrids versus Gringotts, the Simpsons versus the Forbidden Journey, and then the Mummy versus Rip Ride Rockit. Okay, let's head inside and get this tournament started. A little May Madness, if you will. I thought it would be funny to kick this tournament off with a match between two rides or attractions I give a hard time to. Fast and Furious versus Poseidon's Fury. The thing is, I have to pick a winner. Finally, Poseidon's Fury or Fast and Furious, they're gonna win something on the channel. What to do, what to do? You guys in the comment box, you go ahead and put your answers in. What can I say about this? Poseidon's Fury, I do like that water tunnel. Walk through that the tunnel of water. I do enjoy that, but I think that is the only thing I like about that attraction. I like the queue in here. I like the cars of Fast and Furious. The ride's okay. The party bus is kind of fun. You know what? My friend here, my friend Fast and Furious wins this match and moves on in the bracket. Hagrids versus Escape from Gringotts. So before I tell you my winner, go to the comment box and tell me your winner. Now, as far as the two attractions, I'm going to give the queue, obviously the winner of the queue would be Escape from Gringotts. And I do like the fact that Escape from Gringotts is like pretty much the only attraction or ride you see Voldemort. So Tom Riddle, yeah, I call him Tom Riddle, in this attraction here, Escape from Gringotts. So that's a plus. And I like the story that is told throughout the whole ride and the whole attraction. But Hagrid's is a roller coaster, 7 launches, a drop track, a backwards section. This is an easy win for Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. And now for probably the oddest matchup in round 1, the opening round, is MIB versus Kong. Kong, you know, I love that animatronic. The animatronic, that big, huge Kong at the end of the attraction. Amazing. One of the best animatronics in the area. Points for that. Kudos for that Kong. But MIB, since it is a score-based ride, changes every time you ride it. More rewritability with MIB, in my opinion, especially if you know what you're doing. And for that reason, MIB defeats Kong, but you tell me in the comment box below, does it in your bracket? In your bracket, who wins, Kong or MIB? Oh no, I've been dreading this matchup. Simpsons versus the Forbidden Journey, 2 rides that give me the most motion sickness. They will make me sick. In fact, I did a video, the top 6 rides to make you sick. They came in number 1 and 2. But now I have to pick a favorite between the 2. Now for me, personally, I can't think of a redeeming quality about the Simpsons ride other than the fact it's themed around the Simpsons. Who doesn't love Bart and Homer? But other than that, there's really nothing I like about this ride. At least with Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, you get to walk through Hogwarts. The queue alone is amazing, so just for that simple fact, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey wins. It defeats the Simpsons and moves on in the bracket. Still in round 1, we have Transformers versus Spider-Man. These two, quite honestly, are basically the same ride, just different graphics and a different storyline. So what to do? The graphics and the images you see on Transformers, very close to what you see in the Transformers movies, much more realistic than what you see on Spider-Man, which is more of a comic book look. But it is because of the graphics and the storyline, and plus the fact that I like how quippy Spider-Man is. Spider-Man defeats Transformers and moves on to round 2 of the bracket. Oh boy, as far as round 1 bracket matchups are concerned, the Mummy versus Rip Ride Rocket, that is the toughest one. This one is a matchup between 2 true roller coasters. One, Rip Ride Rocket, an outdoor roller coaster. The other, the Mummy, an indoor roller coaster. Both provides big thrills. I like the music that they play on Rip Ride Rocket. I like everything about the Mummy. I love the little quotability when you're going through the queue and right as you start the ride. I love the little homages or tributes they have to confrontation in here. I love the launch. I love the launch of the Mummy. The climb up for Rip Ride Rocket, fun, and the drop is fun, but I prefer launches. And we do get some good airtime moments in the Mummy as well. 2 or 3 good ones. And at times I do find Rip Ride Rocket a little too herky-jerky for my liking. And for those reasons, the Mummy wins this Battle of the Titans and moves on to round 2 of the bracket. In another round 1 matchup, the Hulk versus Dr. Doom. I do love this launch that Dr. Doom provides at the start of the ride. Perhaps the best 2 seconds of any ride in the park. But alas, it's only 2 seconds. After the first 2 seconds, the rest of the ride, really quite relaxing. There are a lot of things to like about the Hulk. If you like going upside down, it's the ride for you. But for me, the #1 feature is the launch, which is immediately followed by a twist and a drop. So that combination of launch, twist, drop, that is amazing. It's an easy win for the Hulk. Therefore, the Hulk advances to round 2 of the tournament. As we walk through Toon Lagoon, sort of the water section of Islands of Adventure, you got Popeyes and Bluto's Barges, you have Ripsaw Falls, a water flume ride, but also the other water ride in Islands of Adventure would be the Jurassic Park River Adventure. And what I did not record, there was actually a play-in tournament between the water rides, Jurassic River Adventure, Popeyes, and Ripsaw Falls. And it's the Jurassic Park River Adventure that won a chance to compete in the tournament. Unfortunately, being the best water ride in the park means it has to compete against the other Jurassic attraction here, which would be the Velocicoaster. I'll keep this short and sweet. Round 1, Velocicoaster versus the Jurassic Park River Adventure. An easy win for the Velocicoaster. So that completes the first round of our Sweet 16 tournament. We are down to an Elite 8 attractions right now. Let's take a look at the left side of the bracket. We will have the Incredible Hulk roller coaster against Fast and Furious, and then we will have the Velocicoaster versus MIB. And on the right side of the bracket, it will be Mummy versus the Forbidden Journey and Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure against the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Okay, before we start the second round, you guys give me a bracket check in the comments below. Let me know who survived, who didn't. Let me know your Elite 8 as we start round 2. So round 2, we have the Mummy versus Forbidden Journey, a roller coaster versus an attraction that is part practical effects, part screen ride that makes me sick. This is an easy win for the Mummy. The Mummy is a ride from Universal Studios that has now made it to the Final 4. Good job to the Mummy. In another Elite 8 matchup, we have the Amazing Adventure of Spider-Man, which is an indoor dark ride, versus Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, a roller coaster. So, if you know me, I tend to really like roller coasters. So a roller coaster versus a dark ride, this is going to be an easy win for Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. Round 2, Hulk versus Fast and Furious. This is hilarious. Hulk smash Vin Diesel. Who's gonna make it into the final four? MIB or Velocicoaster? Just went over my head. Who's gonna make it to the final four? When I talked about MIB earlier, I talked about rewritability. Nothing, in my opinion, is more rewritable than a roller coaster because, I mean, the G-forces are the G-forces. The twists and the turns, the effect on your body are always the same and always exciting. Now, let's compare that, say, to like a screen ride. A screen ride like, I don't know, Shrek 4D. It's like watching the same movie or TV show over and over again. Those can get tiresome and not like rewritable. A roller coaster like the Velocicoaster, oh, it is so rewritable. Therefore, moving on to the final four, the Velocicoaster. So here we go, my final four, my four favorite rides at Universal and Islands of Adventure. Velocicoaster, Hulk, Mummy, and Hagrids. Let me know in the comment section your four favorite rides. So here's the final four. The left side of the bracket, you have Velocicoaster versus the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. That's intriguing. And then on the other side of the bracket, we have the Mummy versus Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Ooh, another enticing matchup. Now, for the longest time, I would say the Incredible Hulk roller coaster was my favorite ride here. But this Velocicoaster is a new species of roller coaster, and it's, quite honestly, surprisingly, a pretty easy defeat of the Hulk. Velocicoaster moves on to the finals. Now, on the right side of the bracket, we have Hagrid's motorbike adventure versus the Mummy. The Mummy, by the way, is my favorite ride at Universal Studios. However, in this matchup, it has to battle a ride from Islands of Adventure, and I feel like Islands, when it comes to rides, Islands of Adventure has better rides than Universal Studios. So with that being said, the winner of this matchup is easily Hagrid's motorbike adventure. So here is your final. What is my favorite ride at Universal and Islands of Adventure? It's going to come down between the Velocicoaster and Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Well, here we go. What is my favorite ride? We're down to the Velocicoaster and Hagrid's. And for the longest, before the Velocicoaster opened, I would tell people, well, it's a Hulk or Hagrid's depending on my mood. I have finally admitted that I like Hagrid's better than the Hulk. But what do I do about Velocicoaster versus Hagrid's? Here's what I like about Hagrid's motorbike adventure. I like the 7 launches, especially that last launch. I like the backwards section. I like the look and the feel of that motorbike. That's cool. I like the drop track. A lot to like about Hagrid's. Now, the Velocicoaster, what do I like about that? I like the launches. I like the top hat. I like that heartline roll over the water. Oh, I really like the inverted 0G stall. That's a lot of fun. And all the airtime moments. 12 airtime moments on Velocicoaster. What do I do? Okay, I've thought on it for a bit. At this point, it's going to come down to 7 launches versus 12 airtime moments. Here's my answer. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me your favorite rides as well. I'm going to go with the Velocicoaster. Is it right or wrong to say? I don't know. But I promised you an answer. That's my answer. My favorite ride at Universal or Islands of Adventure is the new Velocicoaster. Okay guys, now that you know my favorite ride at Universal and Islands of Adventure, you tell me your favorite ride. Use the comment box, let me know your top 3, your number 1, your Elite 8, your top 16, however you want to do it, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix, and now it is time to relax.